I have with me now Cathy Martin from Cathy Martin PR, the organiser of Belfast Fashion Week. Cathy, very busy time for you?
Absolutely. Fashion Week happens twice a year. We're on our 5th year now, and so it's a really, really busy time. But you know, it's so exciting as well. We're just so delighted to have so many retailers come back to us season after season. So you know, things are quite smooth. We've done all the organisation, and in fact, most of the shows have sold out. We've had to put on extra shows to cope with the demand for tickets.
And a new venue this year?
Absolutely, we've moved to the City Hall, which is it's wonderful. You know, it's right in the heart of Belfast and right in the heart of the shopping centre of Belfast, and all the main arteries, you know, to the Lisburn Road, for example, and even out to Bloomfield Avenue. You know, they all lead back to the heart of the city at the City Hall, and we're delighted to be there. The Great Hall itself is a really amazing location. Really beautiful carpeted room with lovely stage set, and we're going to bring a really interesting catwalk there. We're going to have a gold glitter catwalk right in the heart of the Great Hall.
And of course, it's going to be one of the first major events staged at the City Hall since its major refurbishment scheme.
Yes, we're part of the City Hall for All reopening programme, and we're of course delighted to be part of that, and it's so fantastic that we've been chosen to host the event there. We're opening with a show called Fashion Through the Decades, which is essentially commissioned by Belfast City Council to celebrate the last 100 years of the City Hall. That show has completely sold out, unfortunately, but for those lucky enough to get in to see it, they'll see fashions from the 1920s right through until today, and in fact maybe a wee look at the future as well. After the Fashion Through the Decades show, we're also going to look at all of the locally owned designer boutiques. We're also going to look at some local designers, including Una Rodden, Grania Maher Millinery and Lizzie Agnew. And then we're also going to have a fantastic high street show on Saturday the 31st of October. And again, another sold out show. It becomes really relaxed on Sunday the 1st of November. We're doing our Style Sunday event at Coco Restaurant in Linen Hall Street. So again, right close to the heart of the city and just behind City Hall.
And Cathy, of course, as someone who's been involved in Belfast fashion scene over recent years, just how can you describe just how it's taken off?
Well, you know, we spend more per capita on fashion and clothing than any other part of the UK or Ireland. We love our clothes in Northern Ireland, and you know, I think it's really right and proper that we celebrate that with Fashion Week. Belfast Fashion Week's different from Paris, Milan and New York because our shows are for consumers. They're for members of the public to come and enjoy the glamour and the glitz of a fashion show, and you don't have to be, you know, on the VVIP list, and you don't have to be, you know, working for for Selfridges or, you know, Harvey Nichols or whatever. You can come and enjoy the show just for the sake of the show itself. It's a really good way for retailers in terms of their business marketing to showcase what they've got, because it's not just about putting clothes on a rail anymore or sticking clothes on a mannequin. You know, their customers want to engage with the clothes and they want to see how they can be styled and how they can be worn, and you know, it's a bit of a coup for somebody to buy an outfit which, you know, sold out because of Fashion Week, and lots of outfits do sell out because they've been on the catwalk at Fashion Week.
And Cathy, how are the retailers coping with the economic situation?
Well, it's a difficult year for everybody, not just in retail, but also in property and lots of other sectors. Retailers are coping with it, I think, quite well. They still want to market their clothes. Women are still fashionable in spite of the recession, but women are shopping slightly differently. They're shopping smarter. They're buying investment pieces like a key camel coat, for example, or they're shopping in stores like Oxfam Vintage to get what would be normally expensive purchases on a first-time basis, like fur, for example. They're buying an Oxfam Vintage. They're getting it at sort of £20 for a fur jacket, and then maybe they're taking it to a restylist or an alterations business to get it sort of tailored to fit them.
And so, Cathy, bearing in mind the economic situation, you must be delighted to have West Coast Cooler on board as your main sponsor again.
Yes, of course. West Coast Cooler have been a big supporter of Fashion Week from day one. It's a very fashionable and chic accessory, of course. And now that they've brought out their new colour for the season, West Coast Cooler Rose, you know, it's a really great help to us. We couldn't put on the show without our sponsors and without our partners. You know, it does take an awful lot of money to create a fashion event, but at the same time, we give back to the local economy by using local creative types. You know, we use the best photography, we use the best makeup artists, hair teams and everything else we also give back to academia by allowing up to 50 students at a time to come and join us in work experience.
Well, finally, Cathy, thanks for chatting to us, and I wish you all the best for your final preparations for Fashion Week.
And thank you to you. Thanks also to the Belfast Telegraph and belfasttelegraph.co.uk. The Belfast Telegraph image supplement, of course, comes out on the 21st of October with your Belfast Telegraph, and that will, of course, be our programme for the entire event as well. We're delighted with the support we've had, and thank you again.